Together in about 5 or 6 minutes. 5 or 6 minutes. Full stereo. Then you know who taught me to do that? My friend Kirk.
Nice.
He's all of 5'4", but he could outdrink me easily. That boy could drink. That little guy could drink. Holy shit! He could put it away like no get out. He used to buy a keg, like one of the 160-pounders, big keg. He would give me 2-liter bottles of beer to take home. Yep, that's pretty nice, friend. Oh, but my brother, by the way, broke in the window in the back of my apartment and took one of those 2-liter bottles of beer. Thank you, brother. Thank you for leaving me one. I thought you were going to take both of them. Oh boy, that brother of mine is something else. Breaks into my apartment to take beer. That's what he was like. He was an alcoholic. He still is an alcoholic. He still drinks beer occasionally. But I heard he hasn't had a beer in 6 months, which is amazing. Absolutely amazing. He hasn't had a beer in 6 months, or a drink of any alcohol. He hasn't even done drugs in 6 months. Wow, he's doing better than I am. Must be the Ativan they're giving him for bipolar that's helping. Oh, gee. I haven't seen a sign of violence in him in over 2 years.
He told me he hit you the other day.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay.
I was just kidding with you, Dwayne.
All right.
No, we get along buddy now. Yeah, now that I'm not living with him, he has a little more respect for me. Because he used to say to Ralph, "Don't feed John, I'll feed him, I can take care of him." And I thought to myself, you gotta be kidding, brother. I can take care of you with one punch, and I already did it. I wrecked your eye. I'll take care of you, brother. I'll take care of you when I'm finished eating. After I'm finished eating, I'll take care of you.
Show you.
I just need to fill up the gut a bit more to get more weight behind me. And then really lay in that southpaw left.
That's what you need, more weight.
You know what, Michelle, when my brother pushed my mother on the floor for talking to my niece or her granddaughter on the phone, I'm standing right in front of my brother like this, and I nailed him. And he went down like a lead pipe. And he was out cold for 10 minutes and had a black eye for a month and a half. That was the hardest I ever hit anybody, my own brother. I didn't mean to hit him that hard. I just got angry about him pushing my mother.
Good for you.
That made me go berserk. I just couldn't control myself. And then he said to me the next day, "You're lucky I had a cold."
At least he didn't.
You're lucky I had a cold. Another thing, he had an illusion that his girlfriend was there when I did it. She wasn't there. I never saw her. I don't know what he's talking about. The man's out of his fucking mind.
Yeah. You knocked him silly.
I must have knocked him silly. Oh, by the way, speaking of silly, could I get some water?
Oh, I don't know about that. There's a tap there. You have to find your own cup.
Yep. I'm trying to find a cup. I'm trying to find a cup to Campbell.
Yeah.
Like they do in the hockey window. Campbell cup. The French
There's
cup to
range
Campbell.
lets you air fry right in your oven.
Wait, you know
It's
that
all the
one, cup to
flavor.
Campbell.
None of
Oh,
the
yeah.
You know, cup to Campbell.
Oh, yeah, you got it.
Go cup to Campbell.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine, this one?
Yeah, whatever you want. You use whatever you like.
Use their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. Just perfect size, wait.
Yeah. Yeah. You want cold water, right?
Yeah, later.
Left side. Turn it to the left.
Yeah.
Where do scissors go?
I'm 77 years old, still going strong. Diabetes is not going to slow me down, thanks to my Dexcom G6. This little wearable sends my glucose numbers right to my phone or receive. And the wearable tells me which way I'm heading and how fast. So it's easier for me to keep my glucose in range. And the more time I spend in range, the more I can do. If you're on Medicare.
Thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Tammy. Your hospitality is more than rewarded. It shall be rewarded by God. You shall see things in heaven you never thought possible.
Like what, a tax rebate?
No, like daylight all the time.
That doesn't sound very good at all.
That sounds great. You don't have to sleep.
I like sleeping, that's when I'm a Viking.
Oh, I know you like sleeping. Because every time I come here and visit you on a Sunday, you're sleeping, Tammy's awake.
Ah, she keeps watch over me,
Oh, that's a good thing.
so I don't die in my sleep or anyone kill me.
You know what my brother used to say to me? Don't kill me in my sleep.
Probably good.
And I wondered to myself, now I wonder why he thinks I would kill him in his sleep. Could it be because he beats me up all day?
He'd kill you in his sleep if he could.
He wouldn't get away with it.
All right, let's get right to the fun, shall we? King me, Johnny.
In fact, he'd have to do something really bad instantly, like chop me with an axe in my nose, or my eyes, which would even be, or teeth.
He couldn't get his hands on an axe.
I don't want to be killed in my sleep. I don't even want to die in my sleep. I want to be aware when I die.
Right.
Kind of makes me regret spending my spring breaks with them athletes. Let's just
You
get
are.
started.
Okay, you're like my mother. You're just like my mother. My mother said the same damn thing. Same thing. Oh, I don't mean damn. Sorry about that word. But God, I know you're going to blaspheme me, God, for saying that.
But I don't sleep.
I'm the one blaspheming. I'm the one blaspheming, not God.
Let's take a look at those again. Check it out. Produce man squeezes the platform, but gets juiced. Boot camp Paparazzi.
That's nice, that weed. I like it. That's really good.
Come on, that one was awesome.
I might be able to walk now, Tammy. The leg's starting to feel better.
Can't make a decision without his wife.
That stuff's amazing, that marijuana.
A miracle.
It is a miracle drug, I swear it is. It's God's gift to man. God's greatest gift to man, marijuana. The greatest gift God could give us.
Truly we are blessed.
We are truly blessed. Yeah. I'll have to go to church Sunday. I'm so blessed. Well, I could go to church after the American Top 40 because the American Top 40 ends at 10 and the church service isn't until 10:30. And all I have to do is a 4-minute walk. I can even have a smoke there. And sometimes I do.
TJ Gunn shows her girl power by falling off the platform. Aha! Boot camp Paparazzi will do it. She's mean.
Do you used to go to church a lot when you were with your mother and father? No?
Boot camp instructor Paparazzi needs to go back.
Every week.
Every Saturday night.
Well, there are 4 spots left. Our physical therapist gives the thumbs up, throws his body.
I used to sometimes go to the synagogue on a Saturday afternoon.
Our physical therapist takes a shot.
I had 2 Jewish friends, 2 good Jewish friends.
He makes his way down. Rodney, claiming
And my 2 good Jewish friends looked just like little Simon and Garfunkel. Yeah, and they even could sing like them.
That's funny shit. That they're Jewish kids.
Those Jewish boys are amazing. But I did eat a lot of gherkins, a lot of matzo balls, a lot of matzo crackers, matzo ball soup, kosher meats and kosher fish, all this kind of crapola they put on different dishes. They have to have a different thing on every dish. They must be the Orthodox Jews. Orthodox Jews. Don't be the unorthodox Jews, then you're in trouble. I do know a little about the Jews because my best friend was Jewish. Till I was about 14. Thank you. See, Michelle, my lips are wet. I always wipe them dry with my hand. I do not want wet lips on a joint. I won't even say it, Tammy, because it's an insult to you. And I don't want you being insulted, so I won't fucking say it. But the next time I hear from somebody, I'm going to punch them right in the mouth.
Jason Goldman and Progress Man back to block. But before they get a shot at the zone at 50 grand, one more obstacle stands in their way.
Oh, that's good. You like that, Michelle? Very good stuff. Very, very good. I'm more than pleased with the taste and the effect. And the effect is better than the taste. Although it does taste good. Now, that's one of the reasons I like smoking weed, because of the taste of it. That would be one of the reasons. It used to be the reason I smoked crack, because I like the taste of it.
I never.
My brother and I were addicted to crack for 4 years. 4 years.
I don't know. What
We finally broke the hell. We got out of hell.
Oh, I saw what it did. And
I seen the devil, and he's not red, he's blue. The devil is blue. The devil is actually blue. I seen the devil inside. I seen the devil inside of me, Dwayne. The devil inside of me. I could see the devil inside of me, and it was blue. Blue. Craziest thing I ever seen. Blue. But it wasn't God. God ain't blue. God ain't blue. I mean, he loves the color blue, but he ain't blue.
better get out of my lap now.
Continuing the competition. So randomly selected from the top 12 is CJ Guns Jansen. And of these,
A little more water, a little less talk, my boy.
shot our $50,000 prize. Standing in their way. You've heard of the no spin zone? This is the all spin zone. It's the Disney. Our contestants are strapped to the Dizzy Dummy until they feel the way a party girl does on Friday night. And in that altered state, they'll take on the spinner and navigate through the
You know who I was? I have fun passing a joint to you, Michelle, but I also have fun passing a joint to Pamela. She's interesting when she accepts, and she always does it so gently and quaintly.
Michelle takes the joint daintily,
No, I said Pamela does.
but you said you like her kicking the joint too.
Yes, yes.
Because
But
of
she
the
don't
similarity
take
with
it
Pamela.
daintily. She gets 2 hours sleep.
She takes it like a man.
She takes it more than a man. She makes a man look sick.
There you go.
Life goals. Dreams. Hashtag dreams.
I guess she prefers the scenic route. Yeah, I like that too. Party girls down. Heading to that.
Tammy, I know a lot of women that would make a lot of men look sick.
Not alone. 3 others have joined him, and that's Donner.
That's why I like them.
Now they have to swim back. But John, look, the party girl stayed on. I wouldn't have put my money on her to have the best friend.
Well, my best friend Rob, he's 75. He's afraid of his daughter Holly.
Being husband.
She's got bipolar and she's psycho.
That might not matter, because party girl only
But a very nice woman. I get along good with her. I'm not afraid of her. Ralph is. I'm not afraid of her. I get along too good with her to be afraid of her. She finds me comical. They always had comic relief. Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah, it's been my saving grace all my life. The comic, the funny stuff. Gotta have the funny stuff.
Here, Dwayne.
Well, I don't know about life being funny, Tammy, but there was a show called People Are Funny.
Yes.
People Are Funny with Art Linkletter.
Yes. I remember it.
Yeah, Art Linkletter. Well, that must have been in the early 70s, eh, Tammy? Like about 74?
75.
Yeah. Something fired.
75, yeah. Well, the first thing I ever saw on TV, Tammy,
Hard to find this holiday.
first thing I ever saw on TV was Hansel and Gretel. I was 3 years old. You know, with the old witch, then they shoved her in the oven. That was the best. That was my favorite part. When they shoved the witch in the oven. Poor witchy poo, she's gonna burn to a crisp.
Much like the sinful heathen.
The burning in hell of these witches.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are some witches that aren't necessarily labeled witches, but I would label them witches.
Such as
Such as Tina.
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 Oh,
The
right,
one
right.
with short hair on one side and long hair on the other.
Why? What did she do?
She is wacko. Like I told her that I saw Billy on King Street with a young lady, and she said to me at Southbridge
Yeah.
barbecue in September, she says to me, by the way, Billy told me to tell you, shut up. He wasn't with a woman. Billy told me that he was with a young woman. I saw him with her. Never mind, he told me. I saw them together on King Street. So then Billy told me, just don't talk to her.
Why?
Because she's a nutcase. That's what Billy told me. And he doesn't want to be with her no more, but she said to me at Walmart, tell Billy I still love him. I'm not telling him a fucking thing, you witch.
You started off by telling him you saw him with Tina. Why would you tell Tina that? I saw Billy with a young lady.
Because I have a big mouth.
Wow. That's what started it all.
Yeah, I know. I sometimes open a can of worms and I shouldn't. It's a bad habit of mine. I can't control it. It's just like my little white lies. Can't control it. No control over it. Just like cigarettes. Can't control it. No control. Just like
Those that stir the ship pot need to be forced to lick the spoon. Amen.
Yep. Your uppance is gonna come one day, John.
Oh yeah.
your time is gonna come. Oh yeah, baby. That was Robert Plant, first album by Led Zeppelin.
Well, he ain't gonna help you.
Your time is gonna come.
He ain't gonna help you.
He ain't helping.
My brother met Robert Plant in Toronto at the Black Bull. My brother was a bartender. And I made 4 tapes for my brother. 2 of them had all Beatles songs, and the other 2 had songs from the 70s and 80s.
You thought he didn't like the Beatles.
I didn't.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he doesn't really that much, but sure at the time when I was teaching him how to love music, he forgets about things like that. Oh yeah, they have a short fuse of a memory. Well, that's putting 2 ways in one. Short fuse from him, memory from him. Both absolutely pathetic.
Right.
And I mean, my brother got his bad temper from my dad. Absolutely. My dad was a maniac. My dad would yell at the top of his lungs to my mother, and I tell him to shut up, I'm going to my friends. That's what I tell him. I just tell him to shut up and I'm going to my friends because I didn't want him to beat me up.
Would he ever yell off the porch out into the neighborhood?
One time he got called up at 3:30 in the morning because he was practicing the violin. Our next door neighbor, Mr. Albanese, called him up and he said, could you stop playing the violin, we're trying to sleep. My dad told him to fuck up. That's what my dad said, fuck up. And he kept playing the violin.
Were the cops called?
The cops were not called. But there was another time when my father was being mean to my mother called the cops. My mother ran across the street to be with the Flummerfelds. She ran across the street to be with the Flummerfelds, the Dutch boat, Flummerfeld. Oh, by the way, Trevor Tanner, my friend, thought that was the most hilarious name he ever heard, Flummerfeld. He thought it was a funny name. It's a Dutch name, that's all. I mean, my name's Margerodi, and people think I'm Italian.
Nothing funny about that.
They think I'm Italian. I tell them I'm not Italian, I'm Hungarian. Not that there's anything wrong with being Italian, but I just don't happen to be one. I mean, you know, you call a spade a spade. Oh, sorry about that, Tammy. I didn't know why I was saying that. Uh-oh. That was a slip of the lip. Yeah. Certainly a slip of the lip. I didn't think before I spoke. No, I did. No, I didn't. I spoke first, and then I thought.
Do you ever?
Not very often. I'm not in the habit of thinking first.
Probably 80% random, just spewing out.
Yeah, but with Angela, I try to make it about 90. I mean, 60. 60, yeah. 50. I figure the odds be 50-50. I just might have something to say. Frank Zappa, he was a maniac. Dweezil and Moon Unit, the whole gang's there. Well, Frank and Moon Unit did the album together with the Valley Girl songs. Yeah, what was that album called again? Too Late to Save a Drowning Witch. That's what the album was called. 1980 again, Tammy. Too Late to Save a Drowning Witch. Valley girl, she's a valley girl. Oh boy, I used to hear that all the time in 1980. That's all I ever heard. Valley girl, valley girl. Right, well, move to California if you want to be with a valley girl.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. I don't even want to be with a valley boy.
Oh, God.
Although I have been hit on by men all my life. Yeah.
Such as?
Men just can't help themselves. When they see me, they fall in love.
They just can't help themselves.
Yeah, I don't get it. The women should be the ones ogling and ogling.
Ogling.
Ogling and ogling. Ogling and ogling.
Oh, my God.
Dwayne, that was an unusual word, ogling.
Get down.
I will either see you in the morning if I have papers and flyers, or I will
God,
see
there's
you.
a lady.
You guys should be back by 1, right?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the cigarette, Dwayne.
Be probably back by 12. Oh, it's away different. We're farther away. Yeah.
Oh, I
it's a
love the
lot.
browns. They're so nice and robustly strong.
Okay, sounds good. I'll play it by eyes and ears.
Tammy, I got 3 good kinds of
What's
coffee
for
at
dinner
home.
tomorrow?
Folgers, Lavazza Classico, I got at Walmart for only $4.27. It's unbelievable good price. And they want $4.99 for the regular Lavazza at Pupo. This is even better for less.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, but I also have Maxwell House Bistro blend.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That I got from my friend Ralph.
Meal out of the 2, right?
Okay.
3 good, and I'm gonna mix all 3 kinds tonight, Tammy. All 3 kinds. I've never done it before. It will be a first.
Yeah, if papers don't
It
come
should be
in or whatever,
interesting.
then yeah.
3 kinds of coffee in one. I'll put 1 scoop of each, and I'll make 3 cups.
Or I may come over in the afternoon like I have been.
Tammy, I can make coffee as good as any man or
We'll see
woman
how
on
the
this
day
earth.
plays out.
As good as any man or woman
All
on this
depends on
earth.
papers and flyers for sure.
Right.
Have a good night.
Wonderful to see you again, Michelle.
Gotta go call my mother.
Ah, see you later, Michelle.
See you, Michelle. I believe I will move into her former spot. See, might be a good idea. Except not really, because the ashtray is right over there.
Ah, foiled again.
Yep, I've foiled my own idea. My idea failed.
Hoisted by his own petard.
Failed miserably. See, Tammy, I know when I screw up. I'm not a stupid person, but I am a clumsy person. Very clumsy, Tammy. I've been clumsy all my life. Like accident prone, you could even say. I'm an accident prone type person. And when you got bad knees, bad hips, and bad back, and bad neck, and you're accident prone, good luck. You're just asking for trouble. Asking for trouble. Oh, I get all kinds of trouble. I get in all kinds of trouble, Tammy, because I never grew up. That's why I get in all kinds of trouble. I'm like a 16-year-old still. At the age of 62. Well, you know what they say, fairy tales can come true.
Get off.
It can happen to you
No.
when you're young at heart.
Hungry, John?
Hungry. I'm hungry for those good things, baby. Hungry through and through.
Get off of me.
Hungry for the sweet life, baby, with a real fine girl like you. I can almost taste it, girl. The sweetest wine.
You want me to-
Not gonna waste it, girl.
Get off of me.
Gonna live every day. Well, I guess you're gonna live every day unless you're dead. No, nobody's got time for death. We got enough trouble with COVID. Others are dying. we have to hear about it.
We have to do it for them.
We gotta make it stop. But there are people that will not get the vaccine.
They're loot bags.
They're fucking off the rockers. You know, the government cannot force them to get it.
Yeah, yes,
No, they cannot.
by force.
Well, they could force.
Yeah,
They could use force.
yeah,
Sure they could.
yeah.
And if they do, God help those that haven't had the vaccine.
They'll get it one way or
They'll
the
get
other.
it. They'll get it worse than we did. I didn't even feel the bull needle. Not a damn thing. I didn't feel a thing. And they were saying I was going to be dizzy after 12 hours. I wasn't fucking dizzy at all.
Not a bet.
Not one bit. There's nothing wrong with getting it. Everybody's afraid of getting it.
Everybody will get it.
You're afraid of getting it? What are you afraid of? You think the government's going to kill us?
They're not gonna poison.
The government's not about to kill people because it's their country. They're in charge. They have to do right by us.
Right?
That's all there is to it. They have to do right by us. They're the ones in charge. Of course they have to do right by us.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the people getting disability, Canada pension, old age pension. They have to make sure people get that every fucking month. And they don't fail either.
The government's our friend, John.
Although there are a few people who have complained they never got their money on the day they were supposed to.
The government keeps you alive.
The government keeps me alive all right, and I appreciate it, but it's God that's keeping me alive.
No, and the government.
God more.
God don't write you a check, John.
Yeah, but God keeps me able to walk.
You pick up that check.
How's that one, Tammy? That keeps me able to walk. That's a big thing, Tammy, with me.
God don't write the check.
God don't write the check. That may be, but God created every piece of paper because He created the trees.
Our next contestant, party girl Caroline Erickson.
One word to describe how you feel right now. Fierce. Fierce. All right, I like that. Now tell me your strategy. Go. Fierce. Go.
They do
I
it.
mean, I don't want to have a difficult discussion about it, but I have an idea I might be right.
They had a report come out on why COVID started.
Oh, they do.
Yeah,
Then how did it start?
because you touched yourself as a child.
Ah, that's a good one, Dwayne. I like that one. I'll have to use that. I'll have to use that. I'm gonna have to use that.
I'm why World War I started,
Oh,
because I touched myself as a child.
oh. And I think my dad is why World War II started.
There we go.
Stuffed peppers.
Oh boy, I like
A little
that.
hot, so just be careful.
Oh boy, those look nice.
They smell good too.
Oh boy, that's a real delicacy. That's a Hungarian treat if I ever saw one.
That's what I'm having.
That's a Hungarian treat. Wow, I like that. Thank you, Dwayne. That's impressive. I'm impressed that you got stuffed peppers.
Well, they were given to us.
Well, who cares as long as you got them. Right, Tammy?
That's it.
That's all there is to it. Who cares?
And you need to get off my lap.
Who cares?
You are not a lap pat.
I appreciated getting the sausage from St. Kevin's.
Oh, yeah.
They know I like it, so they make it the first meal of the year.
Sausage.
They know I like sausage. It must have been Tina Turner that blew the whistle on me liking
Yeah.
sausage.
What?
Tina Turner blew the whistle about me liking sausage.
What sausage butter say?
What sausage got to do with it? What sausage but a slinky, but a filled-in skin emotion. Sausage makers.
Wow.
Sausage makers. Dwayne, to honor your greatness of giving me stuffed peppers, I will not have a smoke. I will wait till it cools off, and I will love it. Even a fork, Dwayne? You do me proud.
My friend Little Pete said you should always have a fork.
You should always have a fork. Well, you know what the natives say, man, speak with forked tongue.
Little Pete.
Stephen's pork chop. Oh, and then Alice from Brady Bunch. They're in Grand Canyon, at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Alice meets up with a Navajo, I believe it was, and she said, "You got to hate," and the Navajo guy said, "You got to hide." It's not "you got to hate," it's "you got to hide." That's the Navajos for you. And what it means is greeting. Or hello, or nice to see you, or whatever, like that, kind of thing like that.
You don't know.
I have an idea.
A wild guess.
More like a semi-educated guess.
Stab in the dark.
No darkness about it.
Stab in the dark.
No dark. Johnny Dark, yeah, Johnny Dark.
Want some salt?
No, thank you. This
Oh,
is
good for you.
fine. Too hot yet?
Too hot?
Too hot, baby. Running for shelter, I'm just running for shelter.
This iPad sold for less
You know, the fabulous cooling game.
Mm-hmm.
This KitchenAid mixer sold for less than $26.
They had many hits. They were a very successful band in the States. They had probably about 9 or 10 hits. That's pretty good. For a soul band, 10 hits? They were one of the most. Oh, them and Earth, Wind and Fire. Can't forget Earth, Wind and Fire. And of course Stevie Wonder. He himself had more hits. By himself he had more hits. Stevie Wonder, I'd like to actually talk to Stevie Wonder and tell him how nuts I am about his music. And I would also like to have about 4 or 5 tall boys with him.
I thought Stevie Wonder was a girl.
No, Stevie Nicks.
Oh, Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks from Fleetwood Mac. And I heard her earlier today
Yeah.
with Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
But the one I really liked though was Christine McVie from Fleetwood Mac.
Pretty cool, eh?
Nice. That's a groovy machine.
You can even see the
Employer
engine.
support.
It's got an engine.
29, one of my favorite
The wheels
numbers.
turn?
29.
The front wheel turn.
SGR. Got wheel turn. Wow. Wow, it moves.
Yeah. You can steer it.
Oh, that's cool.
Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah. Thank you for showing me that, Dwayne. I feel like I'm in show and tell in grade 5 at J.C. Bald School. Show and tell.
Show and tell.
There was a song called Show and Tell
Here,
Nice.
no, I haven't.
by Al Wilson. Show and tell, just a game I play when I want to say I love you. Girl, so show me and tell me that you feel the same way too. Sing it too, baby.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, but Al Wilson.
Nice.
Show and tell. 1974. 74. What a year, 74. You know it was the #1 song in 1974?
No.
By one of us Canadians. Terry Jacks. We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. Remember that song?
Time and the something.
But the wine and the song like the hills have all gone.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Papa, my love, my trusted one. And then he says, I was the black sheep of the family. Oh, those nails. Oh, those nails.
Fuck off.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Ow.
Well, I don't know who made this, Dwayne, but they know how to make salt peppers.
Magical.
They make it a hell of a lot better than they do at the Oak Center.
Get off of me.
You know what they do at the Oak Center, Dwayne? They don't cook the peppers enough.
Those bastards.
They're like only a third cooked.
Those bastards.
Those foolish people.
Lazy.
Maybe they should be Hungarian.
Lazy jerk. They mean well. They try their best.
Yeah, I know they do.
They do some good meals.
Yeah, most of them are fabulous.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. For a buck, you can't go wrong.
Cannot go wrong.
Oh, my friend Paul wanted to be a member, but it doesn't look like he's going to be.
They're not gonna let him become a member.
Well, that's an exclusive club, Tammy,
It's only for very special people.
with special mental disabilities.
Special mental disabilities.
Special mental disabilities.
They're God's special people.
Yes. Some of them are so special, I laugh about it.
You shouldn't laugh at them, John.
I don't laugh in front of their face, I laugh when they leave.
Good, good.
I
Shouldn't laugh.
shouldn't laugh at all. I'll try to curb that, Tammy. I'll try to rectify the bad situation.
Only because.
It's not right. God loves all of us, so we should be more understanding and also accepting.
Well,
Oh, well, that was what I wanted to tell you, Tammy. Gay Mike last Friday was walking away from Express Donuts to go home when he said the famous words, "I wish Ontario wouldn't treat me like I have a disease." So
What
I
disease
said,
does he have?
gay disease.
Is he caught the gay?
He considers Ontario people think he has a disease because he's gay. I told Mike, I assure you, Mike, you are not diseased. I said, what you do with your life is your own fucking business.
But they call him Gay Mike.
Yeah,
Why's that?
because there are other Mikes. That's why.
Oh,
Like Mr. Tykal is.
I thought he was gay too.
Well, he wants to be, but he isn't yet.
Sometime, eh?
Someday my prince will come.
Nah.
He will sing that, not me.
No.
No, I wouldn't sing that. I'd rather sing someday
Your
my
princess.
someday my angel Angela. I'll put a halo over her head, and then we'll go to bed.
Don't you settle for Mike Tikalis.
If Mike even tries to attempt to put it up my rear end, I'll
You run to the
cut
nearest
the fucking
neighbor
thing right off.
and you run.
Just like Lorena Bobbitt did to her husband.
Nah.
It was bobbing it all right, and then it got chopped off. How do you like that, John Bobbitt, you dumb asshole?
Don't drink around him.
And don't get your wife angry.
oh. You want me to move? Fuck off, guys.
Don't get your wife mad. Anything could, she could even pour a boiling pot of hot grits on your face.
Grits.
Hot grits.
Does that go on along?
It did happen to Al Green, the singer. His wife poured a pot of boiling grits on his face, and he had bad scars on his face for many years.
Who's that?
Al Green.
CeeLo Green?
Al Green.
Al Green.
You know, let's stay together, loving you, whether times are good or bad, happy or sad. Oh, how he does that, amazing. One of my favorites, Al Green. Ever popular Al Green. I had an album by him called Al Green Explores Your Mind. I'll say, especially when he did Take Me to the River. It wasn't Talking Heads who did that first, it was Al Green. Take me to the river. Slap me in the water. Washing me down, washing me down. Hold me, squeeze me. Love me, tease me till I can't, go on, take me to the river. Very cool, soulful. It's actually a gospelish type song.
Yeah, I know.
Yep, yep. And that's what I like about it. Al Green was a very religious man, and now he happens to be a Baptist minister in Memphis. A Baptist minister. There you go, Al. You did the right path. You took the right turn. After his wife poured a pot of boiling grits on his face, he became a Baptist minister.
Dude, that's all you need to find God.
Yep. All you need to find God is have a wife pour a boiling pot of grits on your face.
Probably doesn't have to be your wife.
No, anybody could. Oh, wait a minute, Tammy. You know what I saw once on TV? Somebody threw
Yeah, get up.
somebody threw hydrochloric acid out the window, and it went on a woman's face, and it totally ate her face away.
My God.
She had like a gray spot on her face.
My Atlanta.
Oh my Atlanta is right. There's sick things going on in this world, Dwayne.
Yeah,
Fucking right there are.
I certainly wouldn't want any part of that.
I don't want to have nothing to do with that.
Get off of me.
That would be quite inhumane, I must admit.
Yes.
Hello, my dearest. Oh boy, is her forever soft. Much softer than marshmallow. 3 times softer. Although Marshmallow's head is pretty soft. I don't mean that she's not smart, but
I understand.
yeah,
No worries.
I mean her head is literally soft as fur. Though she's a very intelligent cat, she can even turn the TV on and off. She hears me coming up the stairs and she shuts the TV off.
Yeah.
I couldn't freaking believe it. Thank you. Pineapple.
Almost ready, Kathy? I got one for you.
What, you buy a whole pineapple? Wow. Now, out of 1 to 10, Dwayne, what number would you think pineapple is of my favorite fruit? What number out of 1 to 10? No, you're too high.
Oh, wow. 4.
Little less.
Oh, really? 5.
No, a little less.
Oh, 3.
3 is correct.
Nice.
I knew you'd get there soon.
Eventually.
I knew you'd get there soon. Well, Dwayne, that is one thing I will say in your favor. I always knew you were intelligent. But you too, Tammy.
Well,
No, you didn't get married for no reason. Smart enough to be together.
She married me for my looks.
See? For your brains. There you go.
Great motherfucker.
And maybe even his heart too, eh, Tammy?
Pineapple, honey. You wouldn't want it. I know you wouldn't, but
I wouldn't think cats would like pineapple. I don't think my cat would eat it. I guarantee my cat wouldn't eat it.
But he wants to make sure.
My cat would not eat it. I guarantee
He
it.
wants to see what it is.
My cat doesn't even like My cat doesn't even like any people food. I tried to give her a cheesy and she didn't like it. She licked it and then she left it alone.
Well, she has more sense than a lot of us. I'm a sucker for cheese. She is.
I'm not only a sucker for cheesies, I'm a sucker for any kind of cheese. Any which way. Cheesecake, cheese fondue. I've even made fondue, Tammy. I made a Spanish fondue and a lemon fondue. And they both turned out good. And in fact, I got about 88% on them. Both of them. But my proudest moment, Tammy, when I was taking food preparation, was when I got 113 out of 137 questions right, and I had the top mark in the class. 113 out of 137. That's only,
And that was the top mark?
yep. That's only 24 wrong and 113 right. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's more than 4 times as much.
That's good, eh?
Really exciting.
Dwayne, that was so phenomenal. The only thing I can think of after that is to have a cigarette.
Cigarette.
A cigarette. That would be my operandus modum. Modus operandum. That would be it. Modus operandum. And I have something to ask of you, Tammy. Would you like a BB's light? Now here, catch. Whoa, that hit the ground. I'll have to get it for you. I'll let you reach it. You can reach it. Very good, Tammy. That was an athletic achievement. That was a good one. I couldn't have done better myself.
I couldn't see what the hell I was reaching for.
Just, but I also bought something at Pupo's that's still in my bag, Tammy. 2 things. No, 3 things. Some salted peanuts. It was only $2.27, and it's like this much peanuts. It's unbelievable. $2.27. You can't do better than that. And not only that, but I also got a cluster of garlic, the whole big thing, for only 60 cents. And not only that, but I also bought $4.05 worth of hot Capicola. And I figured the fact that it's hot, it might stay okay since it isn't in the fridge. It might be okay. I mean, it is in plastic. I mean, it might be okay. You are going to have the, Tammy, you are going to partake of the BB's Light, and I'm going to go off the path and have a Canadian Light.
Do what you do.
Yeah, I'll do what I do. I always do. Do what you do. Say what you say. One thing leads to another.
The fix.
The fix. Yes, the fix is in. And the verdict is John is a mental case.
A little nutty.
A little bit nutty and a lot fruity and nutty. More nutty than fruity though.
I'd say 64.
Yeah, 60-40. Mr. Tycolas is 80-20. But I want to get along with him because he is a smart man. I didn't say he wasn't smart. He's a hell of a lot smarter than Robert Weaver, I'll tell you that.
He's just gay.
Robert Weaver wants to be gay because he said, he even admitted to me he's bisexual. Well, if you're bisexual, what the hell are you doing being married to a woman?
He said he likes cock.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah. He likes it up the bum.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. He even told me a couple of guys called him up that they wanted to have sex with him.
Yeah, right.
Good?
He said that.
Yeah.
Guy here in Welland.
Not only here in Welland, but in the same baby's building.
Oh my God.
Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta.
So there's people in his building that diddle him.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
It's a sick world.
Wow.
It is a sick world sometimes, Tammy. I don't know how God can put up with it.
It's scary.
You know why God puts up with it? Because his former friend and buddy, the devil, is now in charge of this earth.
Yeah.
He's fucking right, he is. Look at all the crime and pestilence and war and famine and they're talking about now on the radio, a lot more people now because of COVID-19 are using the food banks. Yeah, no shit. Everybody's fucking poor.
Rich chocolate candy and creamy caramel. That's
Yeah, no shit, everybody's poor. Though there are a few rich, but they still suffer like we do because they have to live with COVID too. Nobody escapes this one. No, rich or poor, you all have to deal with COVID-19 because it sucks and it's real, but not real good.
No.
Not real good. Oh, and there's still people saying, Tammy, I've heard a few people still saying COVID's not real. It doesn't exist.
Loon bags.
They're off their fucking rockers.
Loon bags.
They fucking lost it long ago. Their parents probably lost it.
Yeah, it isn't. It's not real. What did all those people fucking die for?
Yeah, I mean, there's been millions dropping dead like flies, and it's not real. Okay, next please. Check please. That's what Zim always said. Next please, check please. He's a weird one. That's it. You're a weird one, Mr. Zim. You're a strange one, Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike and Mr. Zim like to discuss things together because they are the same. Both of them are small. Small, small, small. Small, small, small. I crushed them both like a bug. They will have to lay on a rug. And have to lay on a rug, yeah. Now, I was thinking this one, Tammy, this example, just a far-fetched example, but what if Big Ed and Chris were to fall on me at the same time? I would be a dead squash duck. That's 775 or 800 maybe. They both might weigh 400 for all I know. You said, Dwayne, that you thought Chris weighs more than Ed. Don't you think that, Dwayne, that Chris weighs more than Ed?
I don't know.
That's what you said about a month ago.
Yeah.
I'm using what you
Ed's,
said.
Ed's losing.
All
a
I'm
lot.
doing is telling you what I heard.
Ed's losing a lot of weight.
Yes, Ed is losing weight. Ed's going to be the champion, and Chris is going to be a fatso.
You know what? What they do with their life has nothing to do with it.
Doesn't have nothing to do with me either.
That's why I don't speak.
Well, gossip is a shitty thing, and I'm guilty of it at times. It certainly is a shitty thing.
I just don't care.
I don't like gossip. I don't like gossip, and when I gossip, I like to wash my mouth out with soap. I don't like gossiping. I never did. I also don't like arrogant people. That drives me up the wall. People that are arrogant, I like to slap the shit out of them. How would you like a little of that arrogant shit? Fuck. How's that for arrogance?
That'll teach them.
Yeah, that's a little bit of arrogance by force. Arrogance by force. Where's my fist right down your throat, you dumbass?
Just answer me this. Why would a big time director need to win 50 grand? Duh, he's obviously playing for charity. It's what they do, man. There's a made it pretty far.
Ah, now, boy, don't be talking like that now, boy. You behave yourself. All right, God, I'll behave myself. I have to listen to the Big Father. He's my father. My father on earth was only my earthly father, but God in heaven is the true Father. He's a true Father. He is all of our Father, even if they don't believe it. Sorry about your luck you don't believe it, but it's the fucking truth. Oh, sorry about swearing, God. Sorry.
Wait a second, that's Kara again. I recognize that kid. Actually, John, that's her sister Stephanie. They're twins. Come on, Anderson, you're lying. That's still Kara.
I will say, Tammy, when I swear too much in the day, I'm going to have to do penance.
Okay, alright. You guys excited to be on my thumb?
You don't think that God don't know about people swearing?
Okay, he knows about swearing. My mother likes swearing a lot.
Yeah.
It gets the point across. That's true, Tammy. I like that. Gets the point across. Yeah, don't say it gets the point across. Yeah, how would you like that with a hammer, a nail hammered in your head on top of it? That might remind you about it. Yeah, swearing is effective though. Like if you tell somebody to fuck up, they will fuck up. Like when my dad told the neighbor to fuck off for calling him because he played the violin, and my dad just went on playing. Fuck him. He did the dumb wop. And then my other neighbor, Mr. Malcolmson on the other side, the Englishman, Mr. Malcolmson with the glasses and about 73 years old at the time. He was still working, I believe. And well, I've heard of 73-year-olds working. I've heard of people working till they're 80. Now he said, I said, "Hey you," because my friend's name is Hugh. I said, "Hey you." And the neighbor said, "You smart ass kid." He thought I said, "Hey you." I said, "I'm talking to my friend here. We're going to play touch football. Shut up."
His name is Hugh.
His name is
Don't
Mud.
get it twisted.
The neighbor's name is going to be Mud.
Dirty bastard.
He's already dead, so what the fuck does it matter? Doesn't really mean much.
He's probably burning in hell right now.
Yeah, it's in the books. Yeah. In the books. This cat loves me.
Yeah. That's because she knows you're not a Mormon or a Baptist.
Right, I'm a Catholic.
Yeah.
I'm a Roman Catholic.
Oh, that's not the best, but oh well.
Yeah, my mother wanted us to be Roman Catholic. She insisted on it. My dad had no say in the matter. My dad was Protestant, but we were not going to be Protestant.
No, sir.
My mother would not put up with that hen house shit.
Not this hour.
No fucking way. And when my father asked my mother, "Mrs., what'd you do all day?" She said, "I scratched my cunt." She told him off, but good. He had nothing to say. He went to the bed, probably went to jerk off or something. I scratched my cunt. That was beautiful. Me and my friends were laughing our heads off. Me and my two friends, Danny Goodman and Jim Sider. But by the way, Jim Sider, my friend, I don't know why now, because after hearing what I heard about him,
What did you
he
hear?
molested my brother when my brother was 8 and he was 12.
Get out.
Yep,
Is that what your brother said?
yep. He told me the whole sordid details.
What?
Yep.
Wow.
And it went on and on, or
It
was
went on
just
for a
one?
couple of years.
Oh.
Great. Get up.
Has the blame.
Get. Oh, my legs.
Sold for less than $1. And brand new cars for less than $900.
No. Oh, John.
I must do a sample.
You wrecked it.
I must do a sample.
Ah.
A sample tasting. Test tasting sample. Now, what else was on the American Top 40? That's what I'm trying to remember. Oh, another one. What a fool believes he sees a white man has the power to live away. Okay, but I can't sing like Michael McDonald. The guy's got an unusual voice. Very talented man, but very unusual voice. I can understand it. Oh, I can understand what he's singing. Yeah.
I can understand how.
I like the way I like his style of singing. Yeah. But I like the original singer of the Doobie Brothers more, Tom Johnston. You remember? Oh, China Grove. And what about they just keep on looking to the east. Dun, dun, dun.
All right, guys, we're gonna call this one a wrap. John, say goodbye to everyone.
Bye, everybody.
All right, and we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and check out our playlist for more of John's visits.
And hasta la vista, baby.
That's it. Thanks a lot, guys.